Well, we are ready to go here from the Davis Fieldhouse on the campus of Bob Jones University. Bruins back in action for a Saturday midday matchup as they welcome New College of Florida. First ever matchup between these two teams. And both of these squads looking to get back on track. For the mighty Banyans of New College of Florida, they are coming into this game having dropped 6 straight, including a loss last night in Augusta, Georgia to Payne College. Bruins coming off back-to-back losses and back-to-back region losses, unfortunately, as they fell to Toccoa Falls College earlier this week, and then a tough game last night where they fell to Pensacola Christian College right here in the Davis Fieldhouse. A game in which the Lady Bruins really was talking to Coach Sevier a little bit after the game. Just, again, little mistakes here and there that are frustrating as a team to deal with, because despite those little mistakes, they still were in a position to win the game at the end of the game. And so Coach Sevier just saying, we got to have those. We got to do those little things well, key turnovers at certain times or missed opportunities underneath the basket, those kinds of things. So we'll see what kind of response the Bruins can have here, as less than 24 hours after they took the court, they're back in action again. New College of Florida, a first-year program actually in intercollegiate sports. So as someone who knows what that is like all too well from back when the Bruins started in 2012, it is certainly a huge undertaking. So the New College of Florida folks have done an excellent job getting this program off the ground. Still 0-0 here in the early goings of quarter number 1. You heard the starters just moments ago. For the Bruins, it's Catherine Skibo, Katrina Tabora, Annie Miller, Bria Dickinson, and Shay Dickinson. Your starting 5 for the Bruins. Skibo hands this one off to Dickinson. Tabora. Scoop shot on the way. That doesn't go. Trying to chase down her own offensive rebound, and it's going to go out of bounds to the mighty Banyans. Again, even if they had gotten the offensive rebound, it would have been a shot clock violation, as Tabora didn't hit the rim on that one. So back to the Banyans. This is Tatiana Jackson up top, met by Shay Dickinson. Jump shot from just outside the key. Doesn't go. Back come the Bruins. Dickinson to Dickinson. Yes, they are sisters. Shay. That one too strong off the back iron. It won't go. And we are over a minute into action, still scoreless here in the Davis Fieldhouse. Again, the Bruins had flashes of brilliance last night. Talking to Coach LaVere, team shot 40% from three-point range. You'll take that any day of the week, but again, it's just little tiny things here and there. He talked about the missed free throw opportunities, the key turnovers at key times, and again, it's something that Coach LaVere will if you followed the program for any number of years, he preaches the doing the little things well. You do the little things well, most of the time you're going to have an opportunity to win the game. Annie Miller driving to her left through the key, back outside. Skibo 3 on the way. It's good. And that'll start off the scoring for the Bruins here in the opening stages of the game. Skibo hits it from the corner. This is Darilis. And we're going to have a blocking foul, our first foul of the contest. I believe that's going to be on Annie Miller. Will be on Miller, her first, team first. As I said, first foul of the contest as well. That'll be the first basket of the day for the mighty Banyans, as Francesca Darilis from Port St. Lucie, Florida, knocks down both. And now we're going to have a foul on the opposite end. Looks Looks like this will be on Sierra Moore, her first, team first, but that'll send Tabora to the line for the Bruins. Tabora in the starting lineup today, came off the bench last night and gave the Bruins some quality minutes. She's in her second season with the Bruins, a sophomore from Hollywood, Florida. Probably a little warmer this time of the year down there than it is up here. The high today, I believe, here in Greenville was 33. So, thankfully, basketball is played indoors, right? Back come the Banyans. Opportunity, that one too strong as Moore goes tough off the rim. Annie Miller coming back the other way for the Bruins. Dickinson stops, takes the three-pointer from the top of the key. That off the front iron, no good. Sukalis with us. Darilis now. Driving to her left, now back outside to Moore. Moore through the lane. Try to go backdoor, back to Moore now. We're going to have a 3-second call. It'll be a turnover back to the Bruins. Little over 3 minutes into the contest. Bruins with a 4-2 advantage here. Tabora through the lane with the left hand, no good. Moore secures the rebound. Back come the Banyans. Splits the defense. Nice floating shot that time by Tatiana Jackson. That'll knot things up at 4 apiece. Dickinson begins the penetration. Now back outside to Miller. Back to Dickinson. Corner three. Got it. Shea Dickinson knocking it down. Both teams starting to heat up here after a relatively slow start. Jackson looking to respond with a mid-range jumper, no good. Offensive rebound secured. Driving, floating, no good. Dickinson now gets the rebound. Pushing it in transition. Good drop pass that time for Dickinson. Back-to-back trays. As Shea Dickinson knocks both down, gives the Bruins a 10-4 advantage. And Brian Cruz going to call timeout and talk things over. We'll take one as well. Stay with us here in the quarter number 1 of the Davis Fieldhouse. Back underway, quarter number 1 here from the Davis Fieldhouse. Reminder, the registration, is now open for 2024 Bruins summer camps. Take your game to the next level and learn from Bruins coaches and players. You can sign up today to take advantage of early bird pricing at bjubruins.com/camps. Bruins have the early cushion thanks to Shea Dickinson knocking down back-to-back three-point bombs for the Bruins, and that has propelled the team to a 6-point lead here in quarter number 1. Sierra Moore coming back, mid-range jumper on the way is good. And that will cut into the Bruins lead. Annie Miller coming right back. Try to get it inside to Skibo, back to Tabora. Annie Miller, mid-range jumper, gets it. 12-6. There's a scramble for it, and Dickinson eventually comes away with it. I mean, back the other way, going to be tough as she's trying to go through the lane, and just a lot of players, a lot of bodies going around there. And now I think Dickinson going to be credited with a foul here. Certainly unintentional. She was just going to dive for the ball and happened to go right into Sierra Moore's legs as a result. Sierra Barr seeing her first action for the Banyans as she brings the ball up for the team. Moore taking the outside three-pointer, no good. And Annie Miller chases it down. Tabora back to Annie Miller. Miller. Some hard contact there as she hits the floor. The blocking foul going to be assessed to Barr. Second team foul for the Mighty Banyans. 2 team fouls apiece here in quarter number 1. Miller inbound to Wilder, and Wilder's shot misses, but she will be fouled in the process, and that will send her to the line for 2. And Elaine Wilder, the sophomore guard from Virginia, earning her first trip to the line. She had a great game last night, knocking down several three-pointers for the Bruins. Again, that really was the story offensively for the team last night, just shooting 40% as a team from beyond the arc. You'll take that any day of the week that your team can put up those kinds of numbers. And really what they showed again with Pensacola being kind of the top team in the South region right now. The Bruins were neck and neck all the way to the end. And again, when you look at how you can improve going forward, to know that you didn't play your best game and you still had the opportunity to win it at the end, that's some positive momentum the Bruins can take despite such a tough loss last night. Annie Miller fouled on the way to the rim. That will give her an opportunity for some free throw attempts here. Miller hits the first, increasing the Bruins' lead 14-6. Miller hits both. Biggest lead so far of the game for the Bruins, as they have a couple of substitutions getting ready to check in. Banyans coming back. Barr had it last, and I think Miller was going for the steal, and it actually went off a Barr last, so Bruins will regain possession here as substitutions come in. Beth Clark and Julia Weigel seeing their first action of the game. And it'll be Beth Clark bringing the ball up. Banyans in a 2-3 zone. Weigel, corner three. Off the back iron. Tabora gets the offensive rebound. Back to Annie Miller, going through the lane, back outside to Weigel. Thought about another three, but gets it back out to Miller instead. She'll take the shot, top of the key, and buries it. Annie Miller increases the lead to 12 for the Bruins. A little bit of a slow start to begin the game, but they have caught fire in the last couple of possessions. Lead up to 12. Three from the outside off the front iron. Miller racing for it. Still a loose ball. I believe that's going to go off of Kislauskis last. And so that'll go back to the Bruins. Tabora is out, and Ritter is in now for the Bruins. Annie Miller hands this one off to Beth Clark, who's in a scramble with it, and now a turnover. Banyans coming back the other way. Nice use of the left hand that time. Back to a 10-point game, 18-8. Annie Miller back outside to Weigel. Weigel back outside. And Annie Miller taking the quick three, but unfortunately stepping out of bounds here close. It's always tough in the corner threes, as any basketball court, you have just a very small range of window to try to get a shot off. And if you aren't careful, that back foot or front foot can touch that out of bounds line. Three-pointer, knocking it down is Tsoukalas. And we're going to have a jump ball here on the tie-up. It'll stay Bruins possession. Annie Miller with a step back to Ritter now. Beth Clark with a hesitation, driving to her left. We're going to have a reach-in call here on Francesca Durilis. Her first, team fifth. So that will put the Bruins in the bonus, the remaining 1:33 of this quarter. The mighty Banyans have chipped away at that lead, but Bruins still on top by 7. As Clark misses the first. Fans, remember you can check out the Bruins website for all the latest information on your BJU Bruins. It's bjubruins.com. Beth Clark hits 1 of 2 as it's 19-11. It's going to be a quick shot. A little bit of a delayed call there on this 24 shot clock violation. As the shot had hit the rim and Bruins had secured a rebound for it before that call was called. 1 minute to go here in quarter number 1. And it'll stay Bruins possession. Shelby Epperson seeing her first action of the contest. She'll take the inbound here on the near side. Beth Clark muscling her way down. Turnaround jumper on the way. Using the left hand and getting it to go. Bruins increase the lead to 10 with under a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Three-point attempt on the way and good. Aaliyah Hill able to knock it down and bring it back to single digits. Bruins trying to respond as the corner three doesn't go. And we're going to have an over-the-back call on Haley Ritter. Or Hallie Ritter, excuse me. Another sub for the Banyans. 16.7 remaining here in quarter number 1. Again, after a slow start, the Bruins have found their groove offensively, but the Banyans also finding their groove here in the late goings, as that one good from inside. Jaden Lattimore able to finish in close, and I don't believe that shot going to count anyways, but Weigel getting off the desperation three, but it doesn't go, and that'll be the end of quarter number 1 here at the Davis Fieldhouse. Bruins leading 21-17. to 16. FCI Agency is an insurance broker that provides auto, home, life, and business insurance. You have enough choices to make, so make one that always gets you the best rate. You can check them out online at fcisc.com. Second quarter about to get underway here from the Davis Fieldhouse. Bruins on top 21-16. They led by as many as 12, And the Banyans really used some key possessions down the first quarter stretch to claw their way back into this game. Just a 5-point game now. We'll see if the Bruins can extend this lead. Floater on the way, no good. Banyans will get it back. Up off the glass, and once again, Jaden Lattimore, almost the same spot as she hit it before. Back to a one-possession game now. Jump shot on the way. Epperson able to secure it again, getting her own rebound. Beth Clark dribbling to the corner, looking for Ritter in the block. Over to Beth Clark. Three-pointer from the corner, in and out. Good job by Ritter to bat it to one of her teammates. Weigel will take the three and knock it down. Jokingly, Coach Levere, after the game last night, because of how well the Bruins shot from behind the arc, he's like, our strategy going forward is just to be shooting threes, no inside shots. And it certainly, the last couple of games in particular, has been a potent part of the Bruins offense. Weigel has this one poked away. Now the Bruins get it back. And we're going to have a reach-in call here on the floor. Fouls on Jackson, her first, team first here in the second quarter. I believe Catherine Skibo getting ready to come back in for the Bruins. And she will replace Annalene Wilder. Beth Clark through the lane, back across to Ritter. Ritter too strong off the glass. And back come the Banyans. Driving baseline, and we're going to have a charge call here. Joshua DePaul, as she was driving baseline, and again, oftentimes the charge call is also called a player control foul. And I believe that would be a little bit more fitting for that particular one, just simply because of initiating the contact, as Weigel will take the corner three again, in and out. A good rebound that time by Epperson, trying to get it across, and it'll stay Bruins possession here as that one last going off Lattimore. Beth Clark inbounding to Weigel. She'll take the three with a lot of pressure. I think she just saw the shot clock winding down a little bit. Weigel now still trying to go for it, and the Banyans eventually get possession. And now Weigel coming from behind as she was trailing the play. Snuck up behind and poked it away, and now the Bruins get possession once again. Epperson inside to Ritter. Try to get it back inside. Ritter kind of lost her balance and had to give the ball up to prevent the travel. Three-pointer from the outside, no good. And that's Moore getting the offensive rebound, and we're going to have a jump ball here called on the play. And we'll go back to the Bruins now due to the possession arrow. Just under 7 minutes remaining in the first half. Bruins up 24-18. They have led a good majority of this game. But the Banyans staying within striking distance. That one going to go off Beth Moore last, Beth Clark last. I got Annie Miller and Beth Clark mixed up there. So we'll go back to the Banyans. This one intercepted by Skibo. Back to Dickinson. Now Weigel trailing three-pointer on the way. No good. Back come the Banyans in transition. Corner three is good. Gwen Tsoukalas knocking down another one from beyond the arc, and it's back to a one-possession game. Weigel trying to answer, and no good. Moore trying to chase this one down, and it'll stay Bruins possession here. Another substitution getting ready to come into the game for the Banyans. Weigel has this one poked away. And we're going to have a travel here. I think Weigel was going to put the ball on the floor, and defender ran in to try to steal it, which caused the extra step there. And ball goes back to the Banyans. As I said, both of these teams anxious to get back into the win column. For the Banyans, they have a 6-game losing streak. Bruins just back-to-back losses, but back-to-back tough losses to region opponents. As Bree Dickinson pokes that one away. Coming back in transition and has it poked away herself. Back come the Banyans. 2-on-1. Cross to Moore. Moore off balance. Layup is not going to go. Shea Dickinson inside to Tabora. Back outside to Skibo. Back to Tabora. With the right hand up and in. Katrina Tabora is able to score in close. Back to a 5-point game. Tabora getting more minutes today because Ainsley Hutton is out. She is dressed and on the bench, but I'm not sure if we'll see her today. Took a hard fall last night, and immediately you could tell something wasn't right as she got up. And she went to the locker room and didn't play the remainder of that game. didn't have a chance to catch up with the coaches before the game to get her status, but Tabora filling in those minutes in the Bruins rotation today. Up off the glass, no good. Bruins secure the rebound, 4 minutes to go in this first half. Dickinson driving on the pump fake and getting it to go. Shea Dickinson, team leader in points, adding to her point total for the year. That shot from the outside, no good. Dickinson gets the rebound. Bree Dickinson with the floater, tough angle. And she gets it to go. Bruins have slowly built up the lead once again, back to a 7-point game. And now this one poked away. Weigel will secure the steal. Back come the Bruins. Dickinson, slight hesitation. Tried to get it back to Tabora, and that one tipped by Moore. Back come the Banyans. Now Bree Dickinson again. Now ahead to Shea Dickinson. Easy layup opportunity, and she scores. Coach Brian Cruz trying to stop the bleeding right now as he calls timeout. Bruins lead back up to 9. Stay with us. Back underway here with just minutes to go before the end of the first half. Bruins on top 32-23. Shot from Moore on the outside, in and out. And now Dickinson pulling it away. Shea Dickinson back to Skibo, who couldn't handle it. And now Dickinson gets it back. Trying to go inside. That one batted away by the Banyans. And another turnover. Under 2 minutes to go now in the first half. Up and under and scoring is Francesca Dorilius, adding to her point total for the day. Bruins coming back in transition. Wilder from the corner. And a transition three for the Bruins. They strike quick. And it's back to a double-digit lead for BJU, 35-25. Moore with a slight hesitation. Back across, Barr for three. No good. Barr gets it back and tried to keep it in play, but goes right to Tabora. Miller back to Skibo. Transition three once again, and the Bruins take advantage of the broken defensive play to knock it down. Biggest lead of the game so far for BJU. 38-25, courtesy of back-to-back threes. And we're going to have a travel. Again, what you want to do in these late stages of each quarter is finish each quarter well, because that just gives you so much momentum, particularly going into the halftime break, to go in riding high on the good play of the final minutes. The Bruins are experiencing that right now. Andy Miller back outside to Skibo. Dickinson. Wilder again from the corner. That one off the back iron, no good. About a 1 second, less than a second differential between the shot and game clocks. Dorillis knocking it down once again. 38-27 now. Bruins will hold for the last possession. Shot clock is off. Dickinson uses the screen. It's going to go off the back iron, no good, and that will be the end of the first half. Bruins 38, Banyans 27. As the Bruins closing out that first half well. They'll take a double-digit lead into the break. We'll be back here at the Davis Fieldhouse in about 15 minutes. Stay with us here on the broadcast. We're back underway for second half action here from the Davis Fieldhouse. Bruins on top 38-27. Had a good close to that first half, and we'll see what kind of halftime adjustments they made to be able to continue that momentum. Again, the Bruins coming into this one on the heels of back-to-back losses in South Region games to Tacoma Falls, and then a tough one last night to Pensacola Christian College. Early basket by the Banyans. Nice give and go there is Bree Dickinson. Up off the glass for two and the foul. And she converts the N1 opportunity. Back up to a 12-point lead. Dickinson bats this one down. 2-on-1 opportunity. Annie Miller over in the corner for Skibo. Takes the three off the back iron. No good. Dickinson with the rebound. And now Bria Dickinson takes the three off the front iron, no good, and Moore going to just let that one skip out of bounds. Been a good team effort so far for the Bruins. Really not one dominant scorer for the team. And that has resulted in the score that you see right now. Back inside, Lattimore. That one batted by Dickinson, and I think she was trying to get it to Tabora, but instead went right to Lattimore, and unfortunately you don't get the assist for that one. Tabora, nice spin move there. Back out to Miller, she'll take the three. Off the front iron, no good. Lattimore back in transition, back-to-back baskets for Jaden Lattimore. It's back to a single-digit game, 41-33. This one poked away. Banyans are cutting into this one. That's now a 6-0 run. Out of the gate here in the first 2.5 of the quarter. Dickinson with the hesitation. Good defense that time by the Banyans. And they'll come back again. Opportunity to cut into the lead once more. Moore taking the three. That goes off the back iron, no good, and it will trickle out of bounds. Banyans have it once again. A little hesitation off the baseline, and scoring is DePool. Now a 4-point game, 41-37. Bruins looking to stop the bleeding here, as they've gone a little bit cold from the field. Annie Miller poked away initially, but she keeps possession. Back to Dickinson. Pump fakes. Drives to her left across to Tabora. Back outside to Miller. Miller with the shot clock winding down. Had to heave a desperation three, but she is going to be fouled in the process. So 3 free throws upcoming for Annie Miller. She hits the first. Again, that's a much-needed free throw for the Bruins as she knocks down the second one as well. Again, the Banyans in the midst of a run, and we're really close to battling back for the tie, and Annie Miller, with all 3 free throws made, pushes the lead back out to 7. Moore has that one blocked by Wilder. Skibo hands this one off to Miller. And she'll take the 3 from the outside, no good. About 5.5 to go here in quarter number 3. Bruins up by 7. They have led a majority of this game. This one off the iron, no good. Back come the Bruins. Wilder takes the 3 from the corner. Doesn't hit anything. Beth Clark there for the rebound, but a lot of defenders around her. Lattimore, baseline jumper. Off the back iron, no good. Miller trying to poke it away, but Banyans keep possession. Back inside to Moore, and Beth Clark had really no option there but to try to foul, as the Banyans used the broken play to get a high percentage look under, and Clark got there just a little bit late. Her first foul, first team foul of the quarter, and that's going to take us to our media timeout. Chick-fil-A of Taylor's is a proud partner of your BJU Bruins. They are located just a few miles from Wade Hampton. You can download the Chick-fil-A app to start earning points today. .44-37 is our score in quarter number 3. Johnny Gammett bringing you the call as the Bruins hoping to get back into the winning column today after tough losses to Toccoa Falls and Pensacola this week. This is Sierra Moore at the line shooting 2, knocking down the first. Now the Bruins back with it. Miller has this one taken away Fast break opportunity for the Banyans up and in, and it's now a one-possession game, 44-41. That one missed. And another basket, make it a one-point game now. And Annie Miller once again in close, able to score. And she'll head to the line for one more. Annie Miller has been, particularly the second half in the third quarter here, a little bit of a spark plug for the Bruins. She had that three-point foul where she made all three from the line and now has an opportunity to add one more after the and one. Now she'll take a quick break. As she gives the Bruins a 4-point lead, 47-43. Back across, Lattimore under the hoop. Tough angle, but she gets it to go. Bruins have had those bursts of offensive output a couple of times in this game where they're able to hit some back-to-back threes. Nice scoop that time by Bria Dickinson. She uses the left hand up off the glass for two. And coming right back is Tatiana Jackson with a tough angle shot, and just like that, back to a one-possession game once again. Wilder back to Clark, top of the key. Good pump fake, back to Weigel, who takes the three. No good. Dickinson chases down the offensive rebound and is able to score off the glass. And we're going to have that little stutter step travel back to the Bruins. Weigel using the right hand gets the bucket to go, and this is what I was talking about a little bit ago of the Bruins getting those little bursts of offense in the midst of a run right now. Barr coming back the other way, but the Banyans again refusing to back down as they have stayed within striking distance here. Ritter back outside to Wilder. She'll take the three from the top of the key. No good. Ritter trying to chase it down and gets it. Back to Dickinson. Driving to her left. Wide open opportunity, but a good poke away there. I believe that was by Lattimore, as Moore comes back in for the Banyans, replacing Lattimore. And Bria had a wide open lane on the way to the basket there. It was Lattimore getting there just at the last second. Dickinson using that left hand again, attacking the rim. And it's another basket for Bria Dickinson. Under a minute to go here in quarter number 3. Barr, this one taken away by Dickinson, but tied up with the defender, and as a result, called for the travel. Bruins are in the midst of a pretty significant homestand, as 6 straight home games. This is game number 4. They'll have games on Tuesday and then next Friday here in the Davis Fieldhouse. Be sure to check BJUBruins.com for the latest. Ritter back to Weigel, up off the glass for 2. The Bruins have pushed it back out to 8, 15 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Banyans trying to cut back into the lead. Slicing through the defense. Up off the glass, no good. That'll go off Ritter last. Back to the Banyans here with 5 seconds remaining. Jackson will inbound. Back to Lattimore, who found some space and scores. Dickinson, full court heave on the way. Not going to hit anything, but the Bruins will end quarter number 3 up 57-51. 1 quarter to play. Stay with us. Quarter number 4. Bruins hoping to hang on for the victory here, 57-51. In the first ever meeting between these two programs, New College of Florida new to the athletics arena this year. Year number 1 for their intercollegiate sports program, a college that's been around for a while, but sounds eerily familiar back to 2012 days when the Bruins ventured into the intercollegiate space. And there certainly is a lot of challenges with beginning a new program. 59-51 now. Deep three-point shot on the way. That's not going to hit anything. Ritter chases down the rebound. And again, I think the key for the Bruins to hang on for this victory is to ensure that they are doing the little things right, as Coach Levere continues to preach. And a lot of that is, playing good defense, limiting turnovers, taking smart shots, and those kinds of things. Sounds easy, but any player will tell you it's easier said than done. Lattimore coming back the other way for the Banyans. It back across, up off the glass. And converting for two is Emma Reiser. Wilder will sub out just her second foul. Or excuse me, that was going to be calling Beth Clark. Her second, team first here in the fourth quarter. Back to a 5-point game, 59-54. Hands this one off to Dickinson. She drives to her left, but lost possession and a turnover. And we're going to have a foul called here on the shot. That'll send Lattimore to the line. And that'll be on Weigel. Her first, team second. At the conclusion of this one, the two men's programs will take the floor. And we'll have that for you after about a 20-25 minute break. So stay with us for that. Lattimore with another free throw, and it's back to a one-possession game, 59-56. Bruins have done a great job throughout this game of not letting the Banyans come all the way back to take the lead. Hoping they can hang on for the win here. Weigel has this one poked away. It'll stay Bruins possession. As we're under 8 minutes to go now. Ritter up off the glass after Moore fell down. Ritter had pivoted around to what looked like pass, and all of a sudden when you turn around and the defender's on the ground and you have a clear route to the basket, Ritter's like, why not? Good response that time by Sukalis. As again, this one is neck and neck. Weigel trying to loop the pass in for Epperson, but intercepted by the Banyans. Coming back the other way, and an easy layup that time for Dorillas. Now a one-point game, 61-60. Dickinson. Back to Epperson at the top of the key. Epperson through the lane. Not able to convert. Sukalis coming back the other way, and the Banyans take the lead. 62-61. Weigel gets the screen from Ritter. Now Ritter gets it on the pick and roll. And this one thrown away once again. Banyans coming back in transition and again score. New College of Florida in the midst of a run here, 64-61. The Bruins need to find an answer. And again thrown away. Sukalis, and that's going to be a score and a putback, and now Coach Levere going 5 substitutions. after I believe that was 4 straight possessions and 4 straight turnovers. That's going to stay Bruins possession, and we'll see that line change coming in now. As Wilder, Miller, Tabora, Dickinson, and Skibo come in. With 5 minutes to play, momentum has swung to the Banyans. We'll see if the Bruins can get it back here. Tabora mishandled, and back come the Banyans once again. This time Dorillis will slow it up. Back to Moore on the elbow. In and out. Dickinson secures the rebound. Under 5 to go. Andy Miller back to Dickinson. Has that one poked away, and again the Banyans are able to create a turnover and score on a fast break. Biggest lead the Banyans have had in this game, 7 points, 68-61. Tabora through the lane. She will be fouled. And that will take us to the media timeout. We'll see what kind of adjustments the Bruins will make in the final 4:13 of this game. They trail by 7. Need a spark. Tabora will be at the free throw line for 2 as the Bruins trail by 7 in the late stages of this game. And at this point, you just got to take it one possession at a time. One stop, one good basket offensively as they hope to chip away at this lead. 6-point game, 68-62. Moore started the dribble drive and kicks it back out. Through the lane. Good block that time by Wilder. Andy Miller. Wilder. Three-pointer from the top of the key. No good. And we are going to have a jump ball. It will stay Banyans' possession. Under 4 to go. Again, credit the Banyans, particularly defensively in this quarter, as they have really stepped into a lot of passing lanes and created several turnovers from their defense. Wilder pulling this one down. Bruins have an opportunity to cut into the lead here. Dickinson with a little hesitation. Back to Miller. Hands this one off to Skibo. Miller drives through the lane. Up off the glass for 2, and we have the foul. She's done it several times this game already, providing the spark here late as Annie Miller goes to the line for the N1 opportunity to cut it back to a one-possession game here. And does so. 3-point game. 68-65. Trying to get that one in close. Sakalis back to Moore now. Moore drives to her right. And we're going to have a travel call. Two minutes, 46 seconds remaining in this one. Tabora creating space and getting the basket to go. It's a one-point game, 68-67. Great move in the post that time for Katrina. Now coming back the other way, poked away. And it'll stay Banyans' possession. Three from the outside. Doesn't hit anything as Skibo gets the rebound. Bruins have the opportunity to take the lead. Miller. Tabora. Turnaround shot kind of slipped off her hand there. Dickinson chases it and gets the rebound. Miller in the corner for three, no good. Wilder secures the rebound. Miller stops, takes the three. Got it! Annie Miller having a big-time fourth quarter here as she gives the Bruins the lead once again, 70-68. Moore on the opposite side gets it back and is going to be fouled going up on the shot. That is going to be on Tabora, her first, team third here in the fourth quarter. Big free throws for Sierra Moore. She misses the first. And misses the second as well. Again, the Bruins with a slim lead right now, 70-68. And Coach LeVere going to call a timeout. Again, the key part of this game is ensuring you execute offensively, not necessarily to score, but that you get a good look and don't turn the ball over. And then defensively, just ensuring you don't give up the easy basket. .118 to go. Bruins hoping to hang on and capture their 7th win of the season. Miller gets it in the corner. Miller takes the three with the shot clock winding down. Back come the Banyans. And now a 2-on-1 opportunity. Sakalis takes the three. Off the front iron, no good. Tabora able to secure the rebound. 50 seconds to go, and Annie Miller waving off the team in terms of support because, again, you want to draw as much clock as you can with this possession. Ten on the shot clock here. Skibo comes to set the screen. Annie driving to her left. Driving baseline now and throws it away. And I don't believe this was touched. It's going to be a shot clock violation anyways. But it was either a shot clock or a... And Coach Levere is actually asking for clarification because it will matter where the ball ends up. If it should have been a 24-second shot clock violation, which would mean the ball would be inbounded over by the scorer's table. If they negate the shot clock and the ball continued its trajectory out of bounds on the opposite baseline, then the Banyans would get the ball on the baseline. So the officials are correcting that because it could have been, or it should have been, a shot clock violation as the ball was thrown away and then the shot clock expired. So the Banyans will get the ball just past half court. With the opportunity to tie or take the lead. Shot from just inside. Ball bouncing around. Lattimore gets it back and scores. Annie Miller coming back the other way. Miller trying to go coast to coast. This one batted around, and Wilder gets it back, takes the shot. Desperation, and it goes off the backboard. No good. And we will go to overtime. A shot by Lattimore with 7 seconds to go ties the game. We're not done here yet. 5 minutes of overtime on the clock as we are tied 70 apiece. Stay with us. Back underway here for the overtime period in a back and forth contest. A little mix up as the teams don't change what direction they are going. Tabora. Back to Wilder, now Dickinson in the corner. Mid-range jumper on the way, no good. That one blocked. And going to be fouled going to the rim that time. Foul is going to be on Dickinson, her first. And the first one, no good. From Jackson. Second one, no good as well, so we've yet to have a point scored in this overtime period. Wilder answers with that. Big time three. And the first points of overtime. Banyans looking to respond. Sukalis through the lane. Lattimore, baseline jumper. No good. Tabora the rebound. Annie Miller, three-pointer on the way. No good off the back iron. Dickinson poked it away. But not able to keep it. Out come the Banyans. Jackson, crossover move through the lane, tried to sneak it to Lattimore, and now Lattimore on the ground. And we're going to have a jump ball. This will be a jump ball, so it'll stay Banyan's possession. More coming back into the game now. Gets it into Moore. Moore shot in close and able to go. Sierra Moore makes it a one-point game, 73-72. Wilder through the lane and going to be fouled. So that'll send Wilder to the line. Hits the first. Moore coming back, and she gives the Banyans the lead. Or excuse me, still a one-point game, 75-74, after the Bruins had gotten their basket. But Moore, the entirety of the offense this overtime period for the Banyans. Tabora not able to score on that one. Back come the Banyans with the opportunity to take the lead. Jackson going to be fouled, I believe, by Skibo. And that's going to send Jackson to the line. Skibo's second foul. And unfortunately, that also means the Bruins will be, or excuse me, the Banyans will be in the bonus the rest of the way out. First free throw is good. Dickinson. And we're going to have a reach-in foul here. And that's going to be on Jackson. And I believe that's 5 for Jackson. Tatiana Jackson has fouled out of this one in overtime. We're deadlocked at 75-75. Lattimore will come in. Miller uses the crossover move back to Skibo. Tabora in the post. Not able to convert in close. Under 2 minutes to go here at overtime. This one poked away. And it'll go back to the Bruins. Annie Miller. Gets it back. And it's going to be a turnover here. And I actually agree with that no call. I know Annie Miller hit the ground, but it didn't look like there was contact from the defender. It looked like she tripped and then ran into the defender. Sukalis from the outside, no good. Again, both teams locked at 75. Hoping for the difference. Dickinson hands this one off. Annie Miller, dribble drive, back out to Dickinson, top of the key, 3, short. Dickinson gets the rebound. Goes back outside to Skibo. Down low to Tabora, under a minute to go. Tabora with the left hand, no good. Dickinson the rebound once again, back up top to Wilder. Now in the corner for Dickinson. 10 on the shot clock. 33 and counting in the game. Miller driving. No good, but we're going to have a foul. Sukalis with the foul. She doesn't agree with it, but that will send Annie Miller to the line where she has been very efficient today from the stripe. I don't have the official stats in front of me, but I believe perfect from the line today. And she'll get 2 here, so she makes the first. Second one upcoming. Get a reminder, the 2 men's programs will take the court at the conclusion of this one. As Miller hits both, 77-75. And I believe we're going to have a timeout here from Coach Cruz and the Banyans. 27 seconds. Shot clock is off. This one coming down to the wire. Stay with us. .27 seconds remaining, 77-75. Shot clock is off. We'll see what the Banyans have drawn up here. Lattimore trying to find more down low. They get it to her. She gets the offensive rebound, looking for the putback, and is fouled. That will send Sierra Moore to the line for 2 free throws. She's got to get both of them. to tie the game. Otherwise, the Bruins can inbound. At this point, you would think the Banyans would probably be looking for the foul. She does miss the first one. I am actually surprised the Banyans don't have their players lined up from a free throw perspective, because you would almost wonder if you would purposely miss as they foul Annie Miller, who again is probably the last Bruin you want to foul from a free throw perspective. But again, just from a strategy perspective, I would wonder if a better strategy would have been to put your players in close to perhaps attempt a missed free throw and then be able to tie the game with a basket after an offensive rebound. Annie Miller able to hit the first free throw. And again, even if she makes both of these, it's still a one-possession game. And we're going to have another timeout here. That's the last timeout for the Banyans. Bruins lead 79-76. 9 seconds remaining. One last effort for the Banyans to try to tie this up. Nine seconds here in overtime. That's all that's left in this one, unless the Banyans are able to hit a three and tie this game. Bruins need a defensive stand here. And at this point, you know Coach Levere in the huddle was probably saying, let's not give up the three. Even at this point, you'll give up a two. Tsoukalas, one on the clock. Tsoukalas with a three as the buzzer, and it's not going to go. The Bruins hang on to snap a two-game losing skid, getting a much-needed win here at home. Your final score here from the Davis Fieldhouse: Bruins 79 and New College of Florida 76. A really well-fought game for the Bruins. A good team effort across the board, but Annie Miller, particularly in that overtime and fourth quarter, really providing a spark for the team as the Bruins improved to 7-11 on the year. Again, these Bruins will be back in action on Tuesday night as they welcome Warren Wilson College. And then another home game next Friday night right here in the Davis Fieldhouse against Carolina Christian. Or Clinton College, excuse me. That will do it for us here on the broadcast. Again, the men's game's coming up in just about 25 minutes, so you'll want to stay with us for that. For all of us on the broadcast crew, I'm Johnny Gammett saying goodnight, God bless, and go Bruins.